When you were really little, about 2 years old, your human parents had abandoned you, and since you were so little, the Krang adopted you. Specifically, Krang royalty adopted you. You became, well, the only human who could easily be around almost anyone, really. No one had any issues with you. Not even any of the good guys, like Todd. But Todd has no issues with anyone. Since you were now 14, you had grown accustomed to people giving you weird looks every time your parents picked you up from school. But you really didn't care. One day, you're just casually walking around the streets of New York with two Krang bodyguards. Because, well, you were royalty. Your parents didn't want to take any chances. Then all of a sudden, you see 4 mutant turtles. One wearing red, one wearing orange, one wearing blue, and one wearing purple. You assumed that they were the turtles that your parents often talked about as being problematic. They see you with your Krang bodyguards and immediately think that the bodyguards are gonna try hurting you. So they're about to attack, but then you say, so you guys are the turtles, right? You've been causing issues for my parents. That leaves them in a sort of confused-ish daze. Then the one in red, Raph, as he introduced himself anyway, asks, your parents? Who are your parents? Then you say, well, you know them as Krang 1, Krang 2. They don't really go with names. I generally just have the name of human, but my parents decided on the name listener. But that's just for when I'm at school and hanging out with friends and stuff. That kind of surprised the turtles. They never expected such an amazing and honestly kind of cute human to be so, well, calm with being parented by Krang. After a while, and you had befriended the turtles, your parents had already found out from your bodyguards and weren't pleased, but weren't gonna get in the way of your friendship. Gradually, your parents had allowed you to be with them without bodyguards, since your parents trusted them enough not to hurt you. And then one day, since you had grown to love the turtles deeply, you were way too scared to tell them. And, well, one day when you get into the lair, Leo teasingly asks, so, how's the little royal doing? You blush slightly and say, don't call me that, Leo. You know here I am powerless. And then he chuckles and says, oh, come on. It's fine, it's normal. Plus, you should be proud that you're part of royalty. Then you say, yeah, that's only because the idiots who really created me decided to get rid of me. That kind of surprises all four of the turtles because they never thought you'd say something like that. And Mikey just hugs you and ends up saying in a clearly irritated voice, "Listener, they didn't throw you away. They got rid of you to make sure you had the ability to reach your full potential." You can tell Mikey's lying as you say, "It's fine, Mikey, I know that's not the truth." After a while, and Leo decided to spill that him and his brothers loved you, which kind of surprised you because you never thought they'd feel the same. But then you calmly respond, since all of the boys are in the room. You say, "I love you too, boys." After a while of you and them dating, you had realized that their ways of showing love are completely different. Leo chooses flirting. Donnie tries to distance himself, fails miserably, then clings to you for a bit. Raph chooses cuddles, and Mikey chooses cuddles, kisses, hugs, any form of physical affection. And he often just found new ways to tell you how much he loves you. One day, since your parents had known and weren't really that happy, but they weren't gonna get in the way of your relationship, they had told you to invite the turtles to their world and have them come with you on your way home. When they're in the krang dimension, you notice that everyone's irritated. So you ask, "Guys, what's wrong? Did something bad happen? What, is another war gonna start?" Then one of your parents brings you and the turtles into your home and says, "Look, listener, sweetheart, no one's okay with you dating them. We know what's best for you. We really think you shouldn't." Then you say, "Look, I do not care what you think. I know what's best for me. I trust them. They're good people. They wouldn't hurt me." That kind of surprises both of your parental figures, as they never thought you'd actually stand up for it. But after a bit of arguing, they had agreed to let you date them for as long as you wanted. Later that week, you and the turtles are just cuddling in the lair watching Jupiter Gem. Then you say to the boys, "Love you guys." They all respond simultaneously, but in different ways. "Love you too, dear." Donnie's the only one who legitimately said the word dear, because that's generally what he called you. Mikey had said, "Love you too, sweetie." Raph had said, "Love you too, babe." And Leo, because Leo has to choose Spanish, responds, "Te amo, Jumpy, mi amor." Then you all go to sleep and cuddling, like usual.